Food aggression. Dogs being aggressive about their food. No, 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 no. I had a dog in 1999 that got food aggressive with some little niece and little nephew that were visiting, and I had to figure out how to not allow that to ever happen again. And I figured out something that really has worked. And we're going to talk about that and something else, a second thing about feeding your puppy. Hi, everybody. I'm Charles Miller, GermanShepherdMan.com. 21 million views on YouTube, 37,000 followers on Facebook. I only say that to let you know people all over the world call me and ask me questions about their German Shepherd dog, puppy training, older puppy training, rescues. And I do that for free because I want to help you with this breed that we love. Oh, wow, German Shepherd dogs. I like to use a flat bottom pan when I feed my dogs. It forces them to eat slowly. Now, my feeding program, I just put some kibble in here just to kind of show you what I'm talking about. My feeding program has a lot more than just kibble. I mean, it's a detailed thing. The most important part that I put in their food are these vitamins, and German Shepherd dogs, joint supplements. These are outstanding. I've been giving those since 1999. Amazing product. It's on my website, GermanShepherdMan.com. Anyway, I like to use a flat bottom pan so that they eat slowly. And I started doing this with my puppies. I'm going to tilt this up so you can see. We'll use Major. I raised Major League. That's his name. I raised him here in the house. And when I would allow him to eat, when it was time for him to actually come and start feeding, I made sure as a little puppy, 8 weeks old, I would put my fingers in there. And I would do something else. Good boy, Major. That's a good boy. He's eating. My fingers are in there. Now, maybe they're like, hey, you get out of my food. But I'm going to verbalize his happy place. He's in a happy place. He's eating food. When you find what moves your dog, use what you find to move your dog into a happy place, a well-behaved place. So I'm doing this in his kibble, and I'm saying, good boy, Major. That's a good boy, Major. Good boy, Major. Big love. I use big love as my good behavior marker. When they're in a happy place, I'm going to be talking about good boy, Major. That's a good boy. Tail wagging. Why? Because it just works. Big love works. They love us more than they love themselves, and they respond to big love, in my opinion, better than treats, clickers, saying yes, e-collars. This is just my system that I started putting together in the 70s, and it's amazing. I have over 2,000 students in that course. Back to this. We're putting our fingers in here. Good boy, Major. That's a good boy. He's tail wagging. He's happy. And although somebody's fingers are in here, he's in a happy place. You know what I mean? So we want him to be in a happy place when people have their hands in there. When I have kennel workers that would come by, I would get them to do that. So it's not just me putting my fingers in there. I want visitors or other people to do that while he's eating, so that A, he can be in his happy place and be comfortable and not food aggressive when anybody gets near his food, even when he's eating. Wow, really important. So that has worked for me very well. I've never had a food aggressive dog since I've been doing that. Come to think of it. So now the second part of this is really important, and it's going to take a little bit to talk about it, but it's feeding time is training time. Okay, now I did a whole video about that, but I'm going to give you a quick synopsis of how important that is when it comes to stopping food aggression, okay? Now, if you're getting a puppy or you just got a puppy, get my younger puppy training system on my website, GermanShepherdMan.com. It'll help you a lot. My phone number's in there, so you can call me for free Phone Consultation. Again, people call me from all over the world. Also, you'll get a free download of my book, German Shepherd Nutrition Amazing, the first chapter in the book. Are they omnivores or carnivores? I sat down with a veterinarian with 14 letters after her name to discuss this before I put it in the book. But it's the very first chapter. It's awesome. Free download in the system, the puppy training system. And a portion of the proceeds for all my courses that I sell go to no-kill German Shepherd rescue shelters around the country. We are making a difference, and we have donated thousands of dollars to these no-kill German Shepherd rescue shelters. Now let's talk about feeding time is training time. I have a saying, I want to get them great in the home, great in the yard, great in public, okay? Getting them great in the home, when I feed a puppy, I'm not going to feed the same way every single time. I used to do that. Sit, stay, good boy, there's your food, get it. You know, I did that for years until I realized, wait a minute. This is moving my dog. Why would I not use that as the ultimate reward after a mini work session? So I may do a 30-second work session. It'll never be the same every time, but I'll do a mini work session. I'll put the food maybe on top of their crate, maybe on a kitchen island, maybe on a counter somewhere, but they never know, and it's different every single time that we feed. Why? I want him or her to be focused on me. You never know what daddy's going to do. You better pay attention, you know, and it works. So I put their food somewhere, and then I let them out of the crate, and I'll get them to come maybe sit beside me, and then we'll stay. We'll heel a little bit. We'll down. That's my hand signal for down. We'll do several things, maybe 30 seconds of little things, and it's different every single time. Then I'll put the food in their crate, and they can't break out of their stay position and go after the food. If they do, take the food out, put it back on the crate, start over. You can't let them win. That's a whole nother video. But at any rate, we will do a mini work session, and that with Major, it started out about 30 seconds, and then I added things to the work session. I started moving into other rooms of the house. I taught him how to off-leash train in my house. Before I ever put a leash on him, he was leash trained, off-leash trained, perfect in the house, in the yard, before I ever even got him into public. Amazing. So then we eventually went into bedrooms and walk-in closets and bathrooms, and it became a 2-minute little thing, and it was different every single time. And then when I took the food, put it in his crate and told him, okay, he went in there and started eating, and I do the little fingers in the food. He's focused on me. He's in his happy place. I'm putting hands in the food. I'm letting other people that are visitors put their hands in the food. I mean, it just really has gotten rid of food aggression for me. So you work on it. You do this with your dog. And again, get my puppy training system on my website, Younger Puppy Training System. All right, it'll help you a lot.